And welcome to What's on Your Mind for this Thursday, November 13th. I'm your host, Josh Krysak. In studio with me, right across the board, running the board for me over there is the silent man this afternoon. TJ DeStefano lost his voice on us earlier today, but I appreciate him running the board. And I have a guest that I'm going to introduce you here in a minute as soon as we talk about our sponsors for What's on Your Mind. They are Tireman's Auto Garage, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Hicks and Ball's Drugstore, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Gary's Auto Sales, and Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping. And as you can see, anybody's watching and joining us on Facebook, I'm off camera. We got a guy on camera. If you don't know who he is, it's Tom Richards. Tom, good to see you in studio today.
Nice seeing you, Josh.
Yeah,
Thanks
absolutely. We're happy to have you. So, if you don't know Tom, I'm going to give you my little 20-second intro of him and then let him talk a little bit about himself. But if you see the really cool giant like Hummer truck with Fat Angelo's like cruising around town, that's Tom. That's all you need to know. He's Fat Angelo's. He's several other restaurants in the area, but we're going to be talking about something else that he's involved with too. But Tom, Fat Angelo's was your first business, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how long has Fat Angelo's been going?
I believe 14 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while, and they're all over the region, and it's kind of grown on you.
Yeah, working on it.
That's awesome. All right, so if you see that truck, that's Tom. You wave at him, he'll wave back. He's a nice guy. But what we're talking about today, Tom, specifically, is a newer endeavor for you, Point Hill Living Care Home in Point Marion.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about when did it get started and what it is.
All right, so Point Manor North, it formerly was known as, and it ran for more than a dozen years. Dewey Stillwagon had passed away, and with COVID, they shut down the personal care home. I went in, I bought the building 20 months ago, and we have apartments there. We have a Fat Angelo's franchisee on the ground floor. Faith Assembly Church runs services there on Tuesday night. The public library is on the ground floor. And there was a 57-bed personal care home. And I saw that, and I just thought, I wanna get this going again.
Yeah.
I just saw a huge opportunity there. I'm in the service industry already, just trying to make people happy, serve them good food, make sure that they're happy with it. And I've done my absolute best. It not only, with how many locations I have now, I can only do so much, but trying to teach other people how to serve well, how I would want to do it. And it doesn't always happen the way that I'd like to, but I've done my absolute best in trying to teach, and I think that that's what's helped Fat Angelo's grow the way it has. But with that, man, I thought about I've moved so many times in my life.
Yeah.
I've been homeless. I've moved out of the country. And every time I was in a situation like that, it's hard moving, a big change like that. And I don't know, it's just on my heart. And I was talking with Pastor Jason and his wife Jody, and they have a heart for Point Marion and Brownsville and Belle Vernon, these river towns that are struggling, that there's not a lot of business and not a lot going on. They wanted to jump in on it with me with the building. So they're my partners down there. They have a passion for serving that community, and I just saw an opportunity. Like, that's a huge transition in someone's life, like leaving where they currently are, going into a new one. And I just felt that's something that we could do, make that transition easy, make it one where you're not dreading it, because I can overthink things at times. I can dread things, but make them excited about it. Make them think, why didn't I make this move sooner? Why didn't I find this place sooner?
Yeah.
And attention to detail, intentional, just things that I try to do with my other businesses. I thought we can do these things here, and we could do something really, really good here.
Yeah, and if you think about it too, like you said, with the building being so unique, it has kind of that feel of a community already. You mentioned a church being on the site. You got a restaurant on site, and we know the food is good, the pizza's good. You got the library there as well, and just having all those kind of amenities almost that are right there in the building gives it another layer of community for these people, because like you said, that's a big transition, a big deal. You're moving, you want to feel at home. Here are some things right in the building. They're going to help make you feel at home and a part of something.
Yep. And then our staff there, we have Jen Piper as our director, and just the way her and the ladies are with with the people living there. I mean, it's not a resident. They seriously are family. I go down there and I sit with some of them and we just like talk
Yeah.
and they joke around with me and they're just fun. I mean, they're fun to be around. They're
Right.
just witty and some charming ladies down there that I'll take my son down and we'll go visit them and spend some time there, and
That's awesome.
it's a great place.
And that's kind of what it's all about too. You said you'll go and visit. I know that you hand select your staff that's in there. These are people that are going to do a good job of caring for these folks, but in general have the same kind of philosophy and outlook on life. They want to bring some positivity and some goodness to other people's lives.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I'm going to give the address and the phone number too, because we're going to keep doing that. Because this place, again, you said you bought the building 19, 20 months ago. You've only been open for about is a year now, or
So we just finally had our first person move in 3 months ago.
okay.
Yeah. So
So you've been open and working to get some people in, and then
Yeah.
you had your first people move in a few months back.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is Point Hill Living Care Home, and it is at 300 Union Street in Point Marion. And you said it was the former
Point Manor North.
Point Manor North. So if any of our listeners or people watching on Facebook, if you remember where Point Manor North is, that is now Point Hill Living Care Home. And if you're interested, you want to learn more, you want to talk to the team down there about what they have available to you, what that assisted care facility looks like, 724-725-5533. You can also find them online at pointhillliving.com.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought, pointhillliving.com. So with all that said, and you said you hired these people in specifically, obviously you have that. What is like the base package? What can somebody expect if they're going to move in there? What is the process? What do we do?
So there's a few things there. There's times where people need to sell their homes and they're downsizing, and that's part of the process. Where I do have a real estate business here in town and own a bunch of rental properties, and I will buy their homes off of them. If that's something, I'll make them an offer. They can go out, check with their local realtors, local brokers to see what they can get for it. I'm willing to buy their home off of them to help make this a simpler process.
Yeah.
We'll take them in any condition. If there's deferred maintenance or anything, we'll still make an offer. We'll still try to buy it and help them out. Our rent is $3,400 a month right
Okay.
now, and then there's different levels of care that we offer with
Okay.
that.
What's
And
like the base level? Like, what do you? So if you're just coming in base level, what would that look
so
like?
you'll get 3 meals, snacks, activities, laundry, cleaning,
Okay.
and care.
Okay. Great. And I was going to ask you this too. I know it's a bit. So is there somebody on site 24/7?
Oh, always someone on site. Yeah.
That's nice too, and that's the kind of thing families want to have that assurance. There's somebody there. Yeah. So if there's an emergency or something happens in the middle of the night.
And if they're not looking to move into a personal care home yet, we
Yeah.
also have apartments there, efficiency 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments in the building that we will rent out, and we can also clean,
Yeah.
do meals, do laundry.
So it could be an apartment plus kind of.
Yeah.
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 So you don't need that assisted care necessarily, but maybe you're in that transition stage in your life where it makes sense. You can get some of these amenities added on and
Yeah.
have basically your own apartment within the same facility.
Yeah, in
That's
the same
really
building.
cool. That's one of the things that you and I talked about that really stood out to me. I think that's unique. And I know that Point Marion is, even though it hasn't really taken off that way, it could be a bedroom community kind of to Morgantown. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's not far away at all. So you want to make sure that people down there know about it too. This is a place, if you're looking for that transition, if you're in a transition in your life, you could help people out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So is there medication administration too? Is that things that your staff will do as well?
Yeah, we do.
What
that as well.
about so what happens if I'm coming from a hospital or something and I need a little bit of specialized care? Is that something that you can offer, or how does that look?
So there's a mix there. You can have hospice come in. You can have some of these other service providers come in. We're not skilled nursing. So our
Okay.
current residents actually came from a skilled nursing facility.
I gotcha.
They didn't need that attention anymore. Their insurance has actually cut them off from being able to stay in a no skilled nursing facility.
Understood.
So they then came to our personal care home.
Okay, so this is like a kind of like a catch basin for those people that kind of fall between the cracks. They still can use some assistance, but they're not necessarily at the level. Yeah, I got you.
We are a long-term facility for them to live out their life in.
Right. And again, you got the nice pizza smells coming from Fat Angela's on a regular basis, so that's pretty cool.
Go jump in the elevator, go down a floor or two, and
That's it. It's right
you're at the
there.
pizza shop.
If you check them out on Facebook, Point Hill does have a Facebook page. One of the photos recently posted on there is the entrance to the pizza shop right there in the building. So it's pretty cool. If you're just joining us, I'm talking with Tom Richards. He's the owner of Point Hill Living Care Home, as well as Fat Angelo's restaurants and some other restaurants and pizza shops in the region. But we're talking all about Point Hill today. They're located at 300 Union Street in Point Marion. They're open for business, and it's a really cool place. If you haven't looked at it, checked it out, make sure you visit it online, pointhillliving.com, or give them a call. I know that you said your administrator down there running the show is named Jen, right?
Yep, Jen.
Ask for Jen, 724-725-5533. It's a great opportunity for you to find affordable housing that also has some additions and some things to help you. And it's like you said, especially in those people that are maybe looking to downsize, maybe they recently lost a spouse. They're in those transition moments, and it's a chance where you and the team are giving back to them and kind of supporting them through that. So I wanted to talk about a couple things that you have coming up. The big thing that you have coming up is, if you're listening now and you haven't heard of this, there's an open house that you're going to have on Saturday, November 22nd.
Yes.
What's going to happen that day?
Come down and see what sets us apart and makes us different.
Yeah.
It's not only just a nice, clean building. Anyone can do that, but it's the people. It's the people in there that make it different, and that care and see how the residents interact with the staff down there. And I say residents and staff loosely because it's seriously like family.
Yeah.
You go down there, you're going to see them doing each other's nails.
Yeah.
You're going to see them laughing and
awesome.
joking around, watching westerns or something.
Yeah,
whatever it is they're into. It's a nice, homey, comfortable feeling.
That's awesome. And you want, really, your mind, your vision, your goal is to see more and more people taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Not only so you can have success as a business, but because they can then find that community that they're looking for too.
A friend of mine, Kirby, he invited me out to Columbus, Ohio, a couple years ago to tour some of the nursing facilities out there. And these were top-notch, like top-tier ones. And just the staff, the people there, the involvement, their love and their compassion and stuff, they set the bar really high. And I was grateful that he took me out there and gave me a glimpse of that.
Gave you a chance to see what it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that open house is, again, going to be Saturday, November 22nd. It's from 10 to 2. And I would imagine you'll probably have some light refreshments there. And like you said, a chance to actually physically be on the grounds, see what these rooms are like, see what the apartments are like, if that's what they're interested in too, and meet the staff. Will you be there as well?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm sure we'll bring some food from Pappy's and Oak and Fat Angelo's and Pangy's. Turn a little plug in there.
Yeah.
But I'll
You've got a
bring some
couple
food
places.
and-
Maybe you'll swing by Pizza Kings too down in Connellsville. Those are all Tom's places. The one through line with them typically is pizza. So the man knows his pizzas, but he also has a heart for the community. And this is kind of a new endeavor for you. But doing things for the communities doesn't seem to be new. It seems like as you've gotten your footing as a professional in Fayette County, that's something that's been important to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't believe where my life is today.
Yeah.
God has been good and blessed me, and it's not mine, it's His.
Yeah.
It's all His, and I want to be a good steward of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk to Tom for a little bit longer. Tom Richards is our guest from Point Hill Living Care Home, 724-725-5533. It's a assisted care facility and apartment building, among other things, with a lot of amenities and fun stuff, located in Point Marion at 300 Union Street. And we'll talk a little bit with Tom right after this.
Pizza Kings in Connellsville is your go-to lunch and dinner spot with a full menu of mouth-watering pizzas and so much more. Using a deck oven helps our pizzas stay extra crisp, so if you haven't tried a slice lately, what are you waiting for? From our 50-slice King Carnivore to veggie pizzas and even pickle pizzas, Pizza King has the pie to match your taste. Pizza King's, 1046 Morrell Avenue in Connellsville. Call 724-626-8343 or visit pizzakingswithaz.com.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality healthcare to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Hello, I'm attorney Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We have been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm for your free consultation. The insurance companies are not on your side. Call us today at 724-437-2799. Either myself or an attorney from our office will personally come out and meet with you. If you're in an accident or hurt, call us at Davis & Davis, 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. Let us fight for you.
Twisted Tines Outdoors in Connellsville. Thank you for voting them Best Nonprofit Organization in the 2025 Best in Fayette contest. Twisted Tines is dedicated to harnessing the power of outdoor exploration to make a positive impact on the lives of children, to provide them opportunities to learn about and experience the wonders of nature through fishing, hunting, and more. And thanks again for voting Twisted Tines Outdoors Best Nonprofit Organization in this year's Best in Fayette contest.
And welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Josh Krysak, and again, I am joined in studio today by Tom Richards of Point Hill Living Care Home, among other things. Point Hill Living Care Home, a newer assisted care and living facility in downtown Point Marion, 300 Union Street, 724-725-5533. We've been talking about why Tom got involved, what the care home is all about. Now, we talked about this, Tom. This is a place where I think it's important that people recognize that this is a chance for folks that are coming in to still live independently, even though they're living at a care home. That's part of it. It's finding that balance.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that. Like, so you have the people to assist there, but they can still come and go. It's not like, this is not like that type of care.
No, and there is that type of care there too.
Right.
But no, we are we're there to help them with where they're at and what they need assistance with, or if they can completely take care of themselves, but they don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
We're perfect for that.
Yeah.
If you have a parent, a loved one on their own, living alone,
Mm-hmm.
maybe there's not a lot of family close. Maybe there is, but they're busy,
Yeah.
and they don't have the time to spend with them. Our goal is to make their life better,
Yeah.
give them a better home to live in.
Exactly. And you talked about meeting them kind of where they are. We were talking in between the break too. Church services. You have church services now running on Tuesdays down there.
Yeah, Faith Assembly is doing Tuesday night church services there.
That's awesome. And again, no stone goes unturned. You're thinking about what best matches the community and stuff too. There's no competition going on. This is just allowing them to have the opportunity if they want to participate.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah, that's awesome too. So we talked a little bit about too. So what did you say the base package, like rent, care, how does that work? What is it? What goes into that?
So $3,400 a month is the starting rate.
Okay.
And with that, you get 3 meals a day, you get snacks, you get activities, you get house cleaning if they need showers. There's assistance with that. Laundry's taken care of. And then there's different other levels of care available as well,
Okay.
depending on where they're at and what they need.
Yeah, so if you think about it, I mean, when you first hear 3,400, but then when you take into account that meals are provided,
Yeah.
snacks are provided, I mean, those are big expenses that people are challenged with on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have to pay any utilities or anything like that. So you're downsizing on your monthly bills too.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kind of rolling it all into one. It's like a cruise.
Yeah.
It's a cruise where you're in a cool building in downtown Point Marion. Tom, what if you had to think about this? Now, you and I've talked a little bit about you. You're an entrepreneur in the area. Started with Fat Angelo's. You've continued to grow and add businesses. How is this one different for you, and is it special to you in some way?
No, it is. As I was mentioning earlier, I've been homeless before. I've had breakups and with relationships coming to an end and having to move out of my home and find a new place to live. Not having a place to live at times in my life. Just that fear that comes with that.
Yeah.
That unsettling insecurity and just the overthinking, just nothing good. I wanted to have something. I want to take that away.
That's
I
awesome.
went with this next move, with this next transition in life, that whenever they get there, it's like, why didn't I get here sooner? I
Yeah.
love this place. Like,
Yeah.
these people are great.
Yeah.
Like, I love being around these people.
Yeah.
My life is so much better now.
Right. And you said even that has kind of impacted you. You've stopped by with your son.
Yeah.
You get to know these people too. So even you're seeing it as a chance to give back, but you're also making, friendships yourself
Yeah. Yes.
with the staff and with the folks that are coming there to live. These are people that you may not have met otherwise, and they're getting put in your path.
Yeah.
That's
My,
really
my
cool.
son loves that building. He wants to go down there every chance he
Really?
can. And yeah,
And how old is your son?
5.
5. Okay.
So if our house sells, we'll be moving in there.
Oh, that's awesome.
While we look for the new place.
That's awesome. Now, you mentioned too that there are apartments in the building as well.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that. What is there?
So we have efficiency 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments. I believe we have 23 units altogether in there now, and with more to come. If you need laundry done, if
Yeah.
you need the meals, light housekeeping,
Yeah.
we can add any of that into an apartment. So maybe you're not ready to move into a personal care home yet. Maybe you still want to be on your own.
Yeah.
But to have someone there to help you out with chores,
Yes.
we can do that. It's under the same roof. It's all in one building.
Right.
We have a lot going on down there, and that's something that we can offer to people. If you just want an apartment without all that stuff, you just want to rent an apartment, you can just rent
It's a good spot
rent
for
an,
that, too.
rent an apartment off of us, and now you're in that building. Maybe you're thinking, all right, I want to downsize. I want to sell my house, move into an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want all the upkeep, the grass cutting, the fixing the
Sure.
leaks, all the other things that come with
There's a
home
lot.
ownership. I want an apartment, but I only have a few more years. I'm probably going to end up moving into a personal care home eventually.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the perfect spot.
Yeah.
We'll buy your house, move into an apartment, live there for however long you want to, and then whenever that day comes and you want to be in a personal care home, we're there to help you
Yeah.
move on over.
Helping to cover all those transition points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. And I think too that the once people have a chance, if you haven't checked it out on Facebook, you can find them on Facebook. You can find them at pointhillliving.com. The facility's really nice. I mean, we're not talking about like it's a nice facility. It looks good. It's clean, efficient. But it has a homey feel in all those areas where it's like a community type place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, there's a chapel. There's a chapel or a church right inside there. The library's there. Fat Angelo's is in there. So there's a lot of opportunities there for some kind of crossover to create like a community within a community. And we talked about proximity. It's Point Marion's close to Morgantown. Yeah. So if you want to get to the city, you're only maybe 10 or 15 minutes from a pretty big city, and you're still only 15 minutes from Uniontown too. Mm-hmm. So it's an option for folks if they're looking for a place to go. We did talk about there's an open house coming up on Saturday, November 22nd. That's from 10 to 2. Tom's going to be there. He probably is going to have some goodies from some of his restaurants there too. But it's your chance to meet the staff and kind of take a look at the rooms. And he and I were talking. It was a brand new thing. We were just talking today. They're going to have a Secret Santa down there. So Tom, they're telling people essentially that the residents you have, sometimes their friends and family aren't close, which we know, we talked about that. But there are things that just kind of make their holidays brighter. So they're doing a collection for blankets, coloring books, snacks, lotion, lip balm, crossword puzzles, candy, anything that you might like to find in your stocking, whether you're a kid or an adult. Yeah. And that's the kind of stuff that you want to bring to the community.
I do.
Yeah.
And we're trying.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Tom, you tell them if people are looking and they're saying, I'm really considering this, what's the best next step? They're saying, okay, let's just say I'm 70s and I'm thinking about downsizing. I just heard this show on WMBS, heard Tom, that sounded interesting. What should they do next?
Don't wait, because space is limited.
Yep.
Reach out to us and come do a tour. See what makes us different. It's a nice, clean facility, but it's the people. It's us, the ones in there that make it completely different. Coming down and meeting Jen, the director.
Yeah.
And the other ladies that work there. They're wonderful. Seeing how they interact, how they're down there just giggling, talking, playing games, doing crosswords, doing different activities. Sharon, our marketing lady director, she's the one that came up with the Secret Santa and just always coming up with great ideas, whether it's like a crocheting, painting, a board and brush, just coming up with fun activities for everyone to do together, and for the residents to get their family members involved to come and do an activity with them as a group, and everyone getting to know one another and having that sense of family there.
As you've gone along too, I mean, I would imagine as people have come to the table and become part of the team, they start to offer some ideas and some of their talents too. So you're probably always kind of building on stuff as well.
Absolutely. Yes.
That based on our conversations about all your kind of endeavors, that seems like your kind of MO. Like if you start things out and you learn as you go, and if you can make it better, you're going to keep making it better.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
And looking for others that can, because I can only do so much, and bringing on more people on board that are creative, that are fun, that just have a good heart, and that want to make an impact.
Yeah, and want to help the community, because at the end of the day, like you said, you've mentioned it a couple times, we've all been through hard points in our life. This is your chance to not only help, but also to give back.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Tom, we appreciate you joining us. Tom Richards, he is the owner of Point Hill Living Care Home, located at 300 Union Street in Point Marion. You can find them at pointhillliving.com. You can find them on Facebook. You can check out their open house flyer, which is available there, Saturday, November 22nd. Their Secret Santa, which is they're going to be collecting some things for the residents there to make their Christmas a little better. And most importantly, if you're interested, as Tom said, don't wait. You can call them today, get in and find out what it's all about. Maybe it's not the right fit for you, but the only way you can find out is to go down and visit or take a look. 724-725-5533. Tom, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thank you, Josh.
I appreciate it.
it.
Good to see you. All right, and we'll be back shortly with What's on Your Mind.
The winners are in for the 2025 Best in Fayette contest presented by Nemacolin. You can pick up your free 2025-26 Best in Fayette book at the WMBS Broadcast House, the Uniontown Super 8, Casey Sports Cafe, the Uniontown Shop and Save, Perry Drug, Jackson Farms Dairy Store, Armstrong in Connellsville, the Casino at Nemacolin, Bittersweet Cafe, Hubauer's Market House, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet, and the River's Edge. See all the winners at bestinfayette.com.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Join the Case Foundation on November 28th at the Uniontown Country Club for a night of glamour as they celebrate a night at the Oscars with all proceeds benefiting area youth sports. Tickets for the formal adult prom are $70 for single tickets or $125 for couples. The gala will feature a live DJ, 50-50 raffle, red carpet with a professional photographer, and more. Get your tickets today by calling 724-434-9061. Don't miss this fun night and opportunity to support local youth sports.
Feeling lucky? Your next big jackpot is waiting for you. Visit the casino at Nemacolin in Farmington, PA for the ultimate casino experience featuring the hottest table games, daily promotions, big-time giveaways, and an exciting variety of premium slots. And after, celebrate your big win with a juicy burger at the Royale while you watch the big game. Hotel packages available. Visit CasinoNemacolin.com for more information. The Casino at Nemacolin. Game on! Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Having Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. This is flu season. Call Hicks & Baugh's at 724-437-2828 and ask about flu shot availability and other vaccines. Free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and dependable courteous service are Hicks & Baugh's way of doing business. Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings. WMBS.
And we're back for the final segment of What's on Your Mind. I'm Josh Krysak. We had Tom Richards in here for the last half hour from Point Hill Living Care Home. We appreciate him coming in and sharing with us all about that. And now I have a special guest because TJ DeStefano is still over there behind the board, still can't hear a word coming out of his mouth. So I drug Brian Morozak down from upstairs. Brian, how's it going?
It's rough down here, isn't it?
It is
I
rough.
just stepped out for a little bit this morning, and I thought TJ was okay, and I came back, and you're doing the news, and I'm like, what the heck happened?
Yeah, it's because I don't know how to do the news at all. I just was winging it, but we made it
the
work.
Cincinnati Reds playing the Steelers.
You hate to see that. The Reds and the Steelers, the Steelers might be able to beat the Reds.
Yes, you never know.
Probably.
You never never know. You never
That's
know.
true. So we do have a couple of small topics, although roasting TJ now has become very, very fun. But one of the things I wanted to make sure we mentioned, it's not too late to sign up. Fayette County Day at Falling Water is coming up so Sunday, November 23rd. You can still register now. Call 724-329-8501 to reserve your spot. Have you been to Falling Water?
Yes, and actually I did their Free Fayette County Day, I think 2 years ago. My niece, it was like her dream to go up there. And we actually had scheduled to go when they had the Free Fayette County Day. It would have been March of 2020. And we brought her down to go with us and everything. And, of course, everything shut down.
COVID.
Basically, they called us the night before we were going and said that we couldn't go.
That stinks.
So then we waited a couple more years because they were still going through the whole transition process for a year or two. And finally, I think 2 years ago, we brought her down again. And not only did we do Falling Water, but we did Kentuck Knob the day before.
Yeah.
And they actually think they do a Free Fayette County Day over there. It might not be the same day.
Okay.
But they also have a Free Fayette County Day up there as well.
Yeah.
So we did both. She loved it. It's great to go and see. And it's amazing that she lives in Ohio, but to figure out that people from outside the area, how big it is, not only around here, but basically around the country as well.
Yeah.
A great tourist destination.
Absolutely. And as you said, I actually took advantage also of a free day last year. My wife and I took my uncle, who had never been, and we had a great time. It really is unique. It's different. And if you live here, it's worth going and seeing. And if it's free on Fayette County Day, why not take advantage of it?
Again, a great opportunity to go and do that. And like I said, my niece loved it. And by the way, just a shout out to her as well. She's going to be starring in Footloose.
Oh, wow.
The musical this weekend. We're going up there on Friday night to see her. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I hope she has a great show.
Yeah, it's her senior year, so hopefully all goes well.
That's really cool. That's really cool. So one of the other topics we were going to touch on too, Paul Skeens. So only the second player in Major League Baseball history to win the Rookie of the Year and then win Cy Young the following season.
Is he the first Pirate since Drabek to win it?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I figured.
He's only the third Pirate ever. I can't think. I think it was Vern Law, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, but the only other pitcher to win the Rookie of the Year and then Cy Young the following year was Dwight Gooden.
Okay.
Doc Gooden was a pretty darn good pitcher.
Yeah.
So, again, we can talk all day long about how frustrated we are about Pittsburgh sports. There's tons of things to be frustrated about. The Pirates are high on the frustration list. Paul Skeens himself, though, is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I was actually talking to my dad about this earlier today, that, Skeens has really taken the high road in this whole thing.
He has.
He could basically go and just start blasting the organization for the way they operate, knowing that what they have in him, and basically wasting more and more years now as far as everything that's going on.
Yep.
And again, you wonder, he's going to go to arbitration, I guess, after next year?
Yes.
To see what's going to happen at that standpoint, because he's going to be awarded a high dollar amount in arbitration. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
So what are the Pirates going to do? Are they going to pay the arbitration, or are they going to look to?
It's probably going to
move.
move.
Coming year. Yeah.
Probably going to move that soon, which is so sad for all of us. But again, like you said, Skeens has kind of already elevated himself, not only as a fantastic athlete, he's already lived up to the expectations and hype, but as a person, he also seems like a really good guy.
I agree. I agree. It's just more a shame that they're wasting all these good years.
Yep.
And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the offseason. And there has been more talk with the MLB players contract, I guess, expiring here within a year or two, about throwing out the whole salary cap stuff. And I was actually listening to a show a couple of days ago, and they said there's actually more movement on the possibility of maybe having not only the cap but the floor, and it could actually benefit a lot of entry-level players because it could bring them to a higher level as well.
Yep, and bring back
it's going to bring
like
back
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, and there's going to be a transition period, I think, if that happens. But I think for the long-term health of baseball, something has to be done.
It has to.
Because there's such a huge imbalance between what the top teams are paying and what the bottom teams are not paying.
Right.
And I think it'll bring so many more fans back to the game. I mean, I'm somebody who really has not that much interest in baseball. One of the reasons I stopped being interested is because of the competitive balance that exists there in the league.
Yeah, I agree. And you see the competitive balance on a weekly basis in the NFL. There's no team that's necessarily running away with anything anymore. There's still teams, obviously, that end up being your favorites and they look like they're going to win. They don't always do it, but the finances are a big piece of it.
Oh, I agree.
They're a huge piece. And without it, and obviously there's still huge payments being made in the NFL. So it's not like these baseball players are going to go without if it happens.
No.
They're going to find ways to make it happen. But it could level the playing field a little bit and give some chances to these teams, especially teams with people like Bob Nutting, who do not care about putting a competitive product on the field.
Yeah, I agree.
He does not care.
No, he does not care.
Not at all.
I think that's certainly shown over the years.
Yeah, I mean, we could debate other sports and the challenges there. You and I have talked about the Steelers. The Steelers got a game coming up on Sunday against the Bengals. Our picks will be coming up here shortly with Dave Dunaway, the sports voice. Brian made his pick, which I saw. What was your pick for the game?
Cincinnati.
Yeah, and why is that? What is it?
I just think, and I agree with TJ on this. I know TJ can't talk right now, but it's very, very hard with the way Tomlin manages the game to pick them on a week-to-week basis. They surprised me a couple of weeks ago, but then last week kind of back to the same old thing. And I was a little bit surprised the way they played against the Colts. Then you had optimism going into last week.
And they looked bad. Yeah,
correct.
It's very frustrating. Again, I will stand on a hill and tell you that I don't think Tomlin's a bad coach, and I think he was very good at one time. What he is at this point, 5-6 years for sure, is extremely stale and
he's not a good game manager. Like if you watch
he's rough on game management. I agree with that.
If you watch some of the decision making throughout the course of the game, you just kind of wonder, he
gets lost in his own head sometimes.
Yeah.
I think that's true too. I think that if he went somewhere else, he probably could be a winner because his style would seem new to them.
Yeah,
but in this room, it's not new in any way.
Well, I don't understand how you can have a quote and go and basically say, "I don't live in my fears," but the Steelers go for it less than any other team in the NFL on fourth down. So how could you go and make a comment like that on a regular basis when your trademark comments you don't live up to? I mean, you look at Dan Campbell in Detroit.
Yeah.
He goes for it all the time. He's aggressive. He's somebody that should be saying that.
Agreed.
But not the stuff that we get all the time.
I
it's
agree
disappointing.
with you. It is disappointing because they are perennially pretty good.
Yeah.
They're always kind of in the conversation, even when they shouldn't be. They find ways to win, and they do have a great tradition. Obviously, they got 6 Super Bowls. That's a good tradition overall.
Yeah, I even said to my wife last night, I watch more after the soap opera effect anymore, just to kind of see how it's going to all play out.
Yeah.
I want to get back to the point where I root for them like I did for my whole life.
Yeah.
But obviously that just
it was tough this year too with Aaron Rodgers. He's not exactly a spring chicken or necessarily all that likable. He's kind of in his.
I like him.
See, he just always is the guy. After every play, he gets up and he's yelling at somebody. He just always seems mad.
He's like a higher skill level than I think some of the other guys they had in their post Ben.
I agree with that. He definitely is a higher skill level. I do miss the days of Roethlisberger, though.
Yeah.
I said a long time while he was here, we didn't know how good we had it while he was here.
Yeah.
He was a gunslinger. You were in every game that he played.
And just think about how many years he basically carried Tomlin with everything.
Oh, a decade.
Yeah.
He carried him for a decade.
Yeah.
So there's no question about it. Ben's a first ballot Hall of Famer. It was a lot of fun to watch. So since we're hitting the sports, we'll just finish with sports. I want to talk sports with you. Penguins, what are your thoughts to this point in the season? We're getting towards the quarter
I'm so
mark.
excited. I mean,
Me too.
They have me very engaged
at this
point of the year. So, I think it's kind of a crapshoot as far as what's going to happen out in Sweden against
Agreed.
the Nashville Predators. Just the whole
It's so
everything kinda
weird.
goes into it. The one thing, obviously, the shootouts. They've lost all the shootouts so far this year.
It's
so
disappointing.
You're kind of losing some points there. But I mean, if you look at where the team was a year ago, where they are right now, certainly
it's a big
heads and
difference.
tails above. And I think they made a great move by keeping Kindle up.
Yes,
as well.
me too.
For, the long term here this year, and they're competitive. I think you look at everything that's going on right now. I think it certainly bodes well for the future, and it's good to see them. You make a coaching move, you start going in the right direction.
That's right. It's a fresh look. It's a fresh take.
Look. Correct.
And the bottom line is, and
I think the Steelers would see that from Crosstown.
You would hope that they could, because the bottom line is you have Crosby, who, if he plays 2 or 3 more years, he's still going to be a perennial 80 to 100 points guy.
Correct.
He is that guy. He's not going to stop. He will quit before that gets any worse than that, because he won't do it.
Yes.
I just believe that. So you're going to have a pretty good star on your team. Malkin's playing at a higher level than he has the past couple of years. We'll see if it can continue. And you got young guys doing good things, and you got some surprises too, like that Brazo. He's hurt right now, but he's looked really good this year so far.
Yeah, overall, I mean,
goaltending's been better too.
Yeah, I mean, and you got a nice, goalie coming up, Miroslav coming up, and everything too. So, I said I think the future's bright there, and
I do too.
Out of the 3 Pittsburgh sports teams right now,
they're the fun one.
Yeah, they're the fun one right now, and certainly I'm even the most engaged out of everyone else. Kind of an odd week for me this week too. First time since mid-August, no high school football.
That's true. You have like a couple of weeks of downtime.
Yeah, and then we actually start. I mean, high school basketball is starting like earlier than ever. November the 28th, the first game, Laurel Highlands and Greensburg Salem. Actually, TJ is going to be on the call if he gets his voice back.
Otherwise he'll just be he'll be given.
Gary will be on the call solo
alone.
That's 2 weeks, I think, from tomorrow, so he has 2 weeks to get his voice.
TJ will be running sign language for the crowd.
Yeah, and I'll be back the rest of we'll be rotating guys in and out all season.
Yeah, and we have a huge slate of games this year. 42 games, I think.
I didn't even count yet.
Yeah, it's 42.
That's good.
I've been counting for people, yeah. And that doesn't count playoffs or some Geibel girls we're going to hopefully sneak in there as well.
Yeah, I think we have 4 or 5 Geibel girls games, and then 1 Geibel boys game that's on there too. Plus the whole slate of Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. So
that's awesome.
It'll be certainly very, very busy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Brian always gets busy in the fall and winter with football and basketball. I appreciate you jumping on with me.
I guess I'm doing news here at 3:05 too.
That's true. I mean, TJ just sits here and chuckles at us, and that's what we get from him now. So yeah, awesome.
Enjoyed it.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
And you've been listening to What's on Your Mind, and coming up here at the Sound of the Tone, it will be 3 o'clock, and you will have your news from CBS News at 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. After the 43-day government shutdown, federal workers are back at their jobs. Paychecks could start going out this Sunday, and many Americans are asking, was it worth it? This man in New York.
It's finally over. It should have been over a long time ago, and I'm not happy the way it ended because the people who needed it the most didn't get anything from it.
State officials are working to restore full SNAP benefits to millions of people. Christopher Cruz has that.
Some recipients got partial allotments, but others got all of their SNAP benefits when states stepped in to pay them. The USDA tells CBS News recipients in most states should see their benefits loaded onto their electronic benefits transfer cards within 24 hours. But some states say it could take up to a week for some recipients to get their delayed aid. About 2/3 of the states had issued only partial or no benefits before the shutdown ended last night. Christopher Cruz, CBS News, Washington.
There are still delays at airports across the country. Air traffic controllers and TSA agents are still waiting for their paychecks, and the flight reductions at major airports continue. James Rojas reports from Boston.
The FAA has paused its plan to increase air traffic reductions at 6%. It means a lot for those traveling now and maybe during the holiday season.
That's good news. People need to get back home. I was actually dreading traveling because of, all the interruptions.
Still, folks can't help but feel uneasy about their flights getting delayed or canceled.
We just paid $300, so we just did a straight route instead of doing the layover, because I'm like, what if we get there and then they cancel the layover?
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said today some TSA workers will receive $10,000 bonuses for exemplary service. The Justice Department is sued to block new congressional district boundaries approved by California voters. A majority of 3,000 striking Boeing defense workers have voted to end their walkout over wages and retirement benefits. It was one of the longest strikes in the company's history. Michael Wallace reports there's a new strain that could make this flu season a nasty one.
The strain, a version of H3N2, is quickly spreading across Japan, the UK, and Canada. It mutated 7 times after the makeup of this year's flu shot had already been decided. Still, Walgreens Chief Pharmacy Officer Rick Gates says you should get your flu shot soon if you haven't already.
So if you think about going to your families over the holidays, this is the time to get protected right now.
It's not clear if the H3N2 strain is in the U.S. yet. The CDC hasn't provided a flu update in 2 months because of the government shutdown. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
On Wall Street today, stocks are lower. The Dow Jones Industrial's off 743 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
For professional cleaning services, Clean and Shine in New Stanton is the place for you. They provide commercial and residential cleaning, porter services, carpet cleaning, stripping and waxing, construction cleanups, and car cleaning. For free estimates, call 724-691-0413, email info@cleanandshine14.org, or visit their website, cleanandshine14.org. We clean so you can shine.
If you are looking for a trusted local law firm with a strong commitment to their clients, look no further than Zebley Law Offices. Attorney Zebley has been practicing law in Fayette County for more than 4 decades. Although specializing in bankruptcy, Zebley also handles real estate matters, civil suits, collections, wills, powers of attorney, and more. If you need legal help, go with a name you recognize and trust. Call Zebley Law Offices today at 724-439-9200.
A jury has reached a verdict in a case stemming from a deadly plane crash overseas.
A federal court jury in Chicago has awarded $28 million to the family of a woman who died in the crash of a Boeing 737 MAX in Ethiopia in 2019. It was the first civil trial from the crash that killed all 157 people on board. Shika Garg was a UN consultant. Boeing had already agreed to pay her husband nearly $3.5 million in a deal reached out of court. Boeing has accepted responsibility for the crash and has settled most wrongful death lawsuits. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
A UK couple detained in Iran for nearly a year on suspicion of spying have gone on a hunger strike after losing all hope, according to their son. The two in their early 50s were seized in January as they passed through central Iran while on a round-the-world motorbike trip. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
The award-winning local, district, and statewide news is being brought to you by Duck Hollow Golf Club and Bogey's Restaurant, conveniently located on Duck Hollow Road, just off Route 40 or New Salem Road. Call 724-439-3150 for tee times or restaurant information. And now the news.
Sunny and 51 degrees at 3:05 p.m. inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studio. This is Brian Morozak with your local district and statewide news. I'll have the complete WMBS weather forecast for you after the news report. Senator John Fetterman has been hospitalized after a fall this morning during a walk in Braddock, which caused minor injuries to his face. His spokesman said Fetterman fell to the ground after feeling lightheaded, which was due to an irregular heartbeat. Fetterman is remaining at a Pittsburgh hospital for observation so doctors can fine-tune his medications. Fetterman, a Democrat, experienced a stroke during his campaign for the Senate in 2022 and was also hospitalized in 2023 for feeling lightheaded. The body of a missing miner trapped in a West Virginia coal mine was recovered today. On Saturday, a mining crew hit an unknown pocket of water about 3/4 of a mile into the Rolling Thunder mine near Drennan, West Virginia. The West Virginia governor, Patrick Morrisey, said the mine flooded after an old mine wall was compromised. Multiple agencies were called in to pump water from the flood section, but it was unclear how extensive that flooding was. Officials say one miner, foreman Steve Lipscomb, had been trapped inside the mine since Saturday. All other miners on the team were accounted for. By 6 this morning, the water levels had finally receded enough for a rescue crew to safely enter. A 2-man team was able to locate Lipscomb's body around 7:40 this morning. A medical expert is offering tips on lowering the chances of getting Alzheimer's disease. Michael Kastner has more.
November is Alzheimer's Awareness Month. Sandra Darling, who specializes in preventative medicine at the Cleveland Clinic, says the focus should be on foods that will provide optimal nutrients like fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. She recommends what's called the MIND diet, which consists of mainly plant-based foods, nuts, whole grains, and beans. Research from Rush University in Chicago found when people follow the MIND diet, it lowers the risk of Alzheimer's compared to people who were not following it. I'm Michael Kastner.
Fayette County Coroner Dr. Bob Baker has identified the 3 people killed in a crash in Henry Clay Township on Monday night. State police said a tractor-trailer and 2 passenger vehicles were involved in the crash along Route 40 near the Youghiogheny River Lake around 6 p.m. The victims were 66-year-old Delroy Henry of Hollywood, Florida, 31-year-old Nikki Jo Rugg of Markleysburg, and 34-year-old Michael Brown of Martinsburg, West Virginia. The tractor-trailer driven by Henry crossed the center line, hitting the pickup truck driven by Rugg head-on. The pickup then hit the van, which Brown was a passenger in. 5 others in the van were taken to the hospital for treatment. WMBS News time coming up on 3:09. Sports and weather on the way next.
Bogey's Restaurant in Mallard Landing, located at the Duck Hollow Golf Club, will be offering the banquet hall with no rental fees September through December, Monday through Thursday. This is the perfect spot for any type of party or meeting, including office holiday gatherings, engagement parties, or retirement parties. You could enjoy catering from the fantastic new menu at Bogey's Restaurant, which is now under new management. For information on bookings, call 724-439-3150. That's 724-439-3150. You will be happy you made the call. Duck Hollow Golf Course and Bogey's Restaurant will remain open during the fall season. Call 724-880-9082. That's 724-880-9082 for golf tee times or for restaurant information today, or check out Duck Hollow on Facebook for weekly specials.
Sports news, of course, Pirates pitcher Paul Skeens, the first Bucko to win the Cy Young since Doug Drabek back in 1990, was awarded the Cy Young last night. College basketball tonight, 3-0 Pitt visits 3-0 West Virginia in the basketball edition of the Backyard Brawl tonight at 6 on WMBS. That'll be followed by Thursday night football, the Jets at New England. That game at 8 o'clock on WMBS. The Penguins back in action tomorrow. They're 9-5-3 on the season. They'll play the Nashville Predators in the Global Series in Sweden tomorrow afternoon at 2 and again Sunday morning at 9. College football this weekend. Number 23 Pitt hosts number 9 West Virginia. Check that, number 9 Notre Dame on Saturday afternoon. Yes, Pitt hosting Notre Dame Saturday afternoon at Acrisure Stadium. Kickoff at 12 noon here on WMBS. Steelers back in action on Sunday. They're 5-4, and they'll host the 3-6 Cincinnati Bengals also at Acrisure Stadium. Kickoff Sunday at 1 here on WMBS. It's really turning out to be a nice weather day. Sunny this afternoon. The high will reach 53. We're at 51 right now. Clear skies tonight, low of 32. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, but warm again, high of 57. Saturday, cloudy skies will reach a high of 64. A mix of sun and clouds on Sunday with a shower possible, high of 48. And partly cloudy on Monday with a high of 46. At 3:11 p.m., we're at 51 degrees under sunny skies inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. This is Brian Morozek. Stay tuned. America's Best Music on the way in the 3 o'clock hour, followed by the Sports Voice with Dave Dunaway from 4 to 6. And again, we mentioned we have Pitt basketball against West Virginia at 6. Thursday night football at 8 o'clock. Enjoy the rest of your day here on WMBS.
The award-winning local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Duck Hollow Golf Club and Bogey's Restaurant. Call 724-439-3150 for tee times or restaurant information today.
Sing in the trees, someone to bless me whenever I sneeze. Let there be cuckoos, a lark and a dove, but first of all, please let there be love. Let there be love. Let there be love. Let there be love.
.590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS Uniontown.
Outside the rain begins, and it may never end. So cry no more on the shore. A dream will take us out to sea. we're all alone. Close the window, calm the light, and it will be alright. No need to bother now. Let it out, let it all begin. Learn how to pretend. Once a story's told.